Well, I done did it. I done did it. I done did it. I done did it. I let the snowball effect happen. I kind of did some stuff bad. I don't know if you call it bad. I kind of got a little overboard. The snowball effect went into play, and now I just have a bunch of packages. Oh my. Yes, yes. The snowball effect. Tons of packages. Fun times. Yep. I went on a shopping spree. An unattended shopping spree. But as I mentioned, a snowball effect. I found on Facebook this guy. He bought a bunch of parts to do a bunch of intake work. His priorities shifted. So he's going ahead and he's had them selling them off, and I picked it up. Now, because all these changes are being made, the snowball effect took place. What I'm going to show you today is some future mods coming down the line of an entire top end intake rebuild. Yeah, all those boxes. I'm redoing the entire top end. Top end, not the engine, but the intake system, okay? So let me go ahead, let me kind of get this camera set up, and we will take a look at what we got. So, all right, tripod in place. Let's go ahead and let's open up some of these boxes. The first part that drew my attention to the sale, this box, some 3-inch admin intakes. Yes, admin intakes. I've got some Takeda intakes right now with some filters. Instead of the single filter, I did like dual cones. So yeah. So we got a brand new box. Right? We got some admin intakes. Yeah, buddy. So we got that. What I really like about them too is they don't come with regular, you know, the little cheapo, I don't know, clamps, the corkscrew clamps or whatever. These come actual good, strong T-clamps. We have a full port and polished matched intake system. So I'll open this one here. We're throttle buddies. So we got the port match throttle buddies. We've got the lower manifold. Should have brought a trash bag with me. Oh my. These are nice. See if you can hear this. Some ASMR for you guys. Man, this is smooth. That is smooth. It's port matched here to the manifold to transition between the plates. And also port match and smoothened here also. So that's awesome. So full port matched, upper manifold, lower manifold on the 2 TBs. I'm trying to clean up this mess. Alright, got most of that mess cleaned up. Let's check out this other throttle body here. So I will say, this manifold, I gotta spit shine this manifold a little bit. It's not as clean as mine. I got some cooling spots, I guess some water pooling, probably stains. from when it was probably sitting to be ported. But it's nice that I don't have to wait to send my parts out in order to get it polished. Yeah, so this paint can't touch up. See how thin that is, and a nice smooth transition here into the main. The main body itself isn't really touched. It's just the inlet and the outlet has been ported to match up with the manifold. So, so it's crazy. I mean, all this port match stuff. First of all, the G is my daily, so I'm not boosting it. If it ever becomes a weekend car or something, I'll probably boost it, but it is my daily. When you boost cars are good, but they're not as reliable as an NA car. Dollar per horsepower gains. Intake is probably the best, then probably exhaust, then maybe headers. Because remember, you gotta shit it before you eat it. Port matched and polished intake manifold system isn't much. You get to another level. You do get to another level. It does help. You don't see as large of a gain you would another part. Especially if you go port match early on. You need to get the other foundational mods done before you go to a port match intake manifold system. And with a brand new intake manifold system, that kind of created the whole snowball effect I was mentioning earlier. So when I do the swap on the mod, I am going to condemn the coolant system going into the throttle bodies. So if you look at the throttle bodies here on this side, this is the, what is it, LH? Normally they have LH or RH on it, but this is one of them. So you see here, there is an input and an output on the throttle body for coolant. And this is for like really cold areas, so the butterfly and the mechanism stuff won't freeze up. I don't have to worry about that here in Tennessee. It doesn't freeze that often. There's a big, I call it a spider. There's a big spider behind the manifold system that comes around. It gets a delivery of water from the back of the block up here, and it distributes it. There's a delivery and a return system on the spider, and it feeds water to the two throttle bodies. It also continues to loop to a line on this side here that continues through the coolant system. So I'm going to condemn that entire thing. Over here bolts up a solenoid, and there is some vacuum lines to that solenoid. So snowball effect, since I'm removing that, I still need to keep some of that. The manifold, all these 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, ported polished manifold parts, it was done by SMP. This guy, SMP, I messaged him a little bit. He needs to set up a Facebook group, a Facebook business page. Get his stuff out there. Right now it's just really word of mouth. It's port and polish. He's been port and polishing for a number of years. Going with condemning and getting rid of that spider, I like to say, you gotta get, I found another guy through another friend of mine. So these coolant lines, here's some nice little yellow nickel caded clips for it. So we have a lot of people, when they condemn the coolant systems of throttle bodies, they'll just use a double-ended barb and just unplug the ports going into the throttle bodies. So they don't really condemn anything, they just shorten the loop. So instead of the loop going through the throttle body, they'll just put the barb on the two hose ends and just continue to loop like that. I'm totally getting rid of it, just totally pulling it out of the car. So the feed from the back of the engine that normally goes into the spider to the various pieces and then outputs back to the side of the car is where this long silicone tube's gonna go. So from the cool side to hot side. And then after, for the solenoid in the back, I can't remember what solenoid it is. I'll try to see if I remember it. I'll look it up. I'll put it up on the screen annotation. But that's where this vacuum system's going. So we have a vacuum line into the solenoid to another vacuum line to complete the loop once again from when we condemn that part. Alright. Another part snowballing. If we have a complete brand new clean intake system, we don't want to get blow-by back into it. We want to clean it out and make sure it's all nice and stuff, and the blow-by gets into stuff and just gunk it up and slow down our air. We spent so much money to get the air moving so fast, we don't want to get blow-by grease and oil slow down our air. So I'm gonna do a catch can system. But I'm not gonna do a regular catch can system, I'm gonna do a breather tank catch can system. So what I have here in this box is the EPS tuning kit. The EPS tuning kit for the valve covers, the breather system, is what I have here. And this is an open atmospheric breather system that many of you have seen that goes, let's open the kit, show you guys it here. Okay, so we have the manifold connection that goes on top of the valve cover. We have the atmospheric bleeder. We have some nipples. One thing I really like this kit is that to make all these elbows and everything fit, you gotta raise up, was it the fuel something or the other? I gotta look it up, sorry. But there's a spacer in here. You have to lift it up to get clearance. Now, a lot of times these kits, you see it in cars and posts out there that on the manifold it will come up and it'll lay right around front here, and you'll have the filter right here, and you'll see the two sides come, and you'll condemn the back PCV system, okay, but then you leave the front. The back PCV system goes into the intake pipings, the intake tubing. Now the admins don't have that intake tubing. You would see it has the two little ugly boxes on the side. I got rid of that and have the Z1 connectors. So those two back there on the valve covers will get condemned. There's no plugs to plug on the admin intakes, but the front lines will get these. If you picture it, we'll get these filters on there. I'm gonna get this on. Fuck it. So you'll have the two PCV exhaust come here and it'll sit in front here and it'll breathe out here, and it's safe, but it's dirty. You're gonna have a bunch of blow-by gases and everything is gonna come out the filter, probably condense on the filter and drip, and all here is gonna get a bunch of blow-by gas and oil and water that's just gonna sit here, it's gonna track dust and get dirty. So I got this kit and I'm gonna make it my own. So we starting with that snowball system into this box. From Summit Racing, I went and I got some more fittings, some vibrant fittings, because what we're gonna do, instead of hooking up that breather system, the PCV delete system, atmospheric those filters, I am going to put it to a Moroso breather tank. We have all the bracketry systems. We have these clamps. Moroso shipping is the best friggin' shipping out there. Holy crap. Like, I got this, ordered the hose, because the other one was a back order. I ordered this hose probably, what, Friday night to be able to get everything in time to do this video. And it came here Sunday morning. Sunday freaking morning. Friday night it shipped. Sunday freaking morning by FedEx. So there's a nice clamp. I'm going to have to buy a piece of aluminum and fabricate something to mount it to the engine bay. These two lines are going to go attached with the fittings and the hose that's in this box, and they're going to go into this catch can, this breeder catch can. You can see here there's a bunch of like steel wool material. Can you see that? I don't know. That is what we're going to do. So we're going to keep our brand new port and polish intake system with a PCV delete modded to work with an atmospheric catch can. Then this box is the one with the hose that I got today. This is the vibrant hose here. 10 AM hose. Yeah, it's much nicer hose. This is some cheap hose. aeroflow hose. About same rating, about 250 psi. Alright, so that's the hose for the catch can kit. And we have the few little fittings. I got an extra fitting depending on the bend that actually screws on with a barb to the catch can. And then back here, some extra nipples, a nipple kit in case I needed to condemn anything else. And these are cool bad boys. So that coolant nipple at the back of the engine block to the firewall is really down in there. It's such a pain in the ass to get to. I've seen a couple of videos, a couple of guys just talking about it. So I got these pliers from Amazon. So you open it with this bitch. So I got these pliers. If you look at it, look how wide that pliers opens. What are they called? They're from the Crescent brand. Long reach pliers. So they're pretty awesome because if you see how they actuate, okay, if you had a regular long reach pliers, you won't be able to get that much articulation. Look at that, that's pretty awesome. So screw you, back nipple, behind the manifold. I'm gonna get your ass and get you out. So snowball effect. Well, yeah. Whew. This is kind of surrounding myself with a bunch of awesomeness, you know. So just recap. We got the admins. We got the SMP port matched and polished systems and throttle body. We got the tubing for the replace spider hoses. We got, oh yeah, you don't need to see that. Sneak peek, that's something to come. We got tools, nipples, we got PCV delete. We got the catch can to modify the PCV delete. And we just got a huge, awesome project coming up, guys. This is going to be fun. I'm going to do it probably in one day, right? We're going to take a time and do it in one day. I have a bunch of friends that know I got these parts, and they're excited as hell also, and they want to come and help and hang out. So we'll probably do all this in one day, but I like to break it up into a multi-part video for y'all. So we have part 1, we do the intake manifold. Part 2, we do the breather system. Part 3, we do the catch can, you know, stuff like that. What I also want to do too is I want to get a baseline dyno session. So I'm tuned right now with dual intakes, exhaust, high flow cats. I think that's it mod wise. Yeah, so that's what I have with an E-tune from Z1. So I will holler at my buddies at Sky Performance and I will book a dyno session, get a dyno before, and then we'll do all these mods. I have a series of videos for you guys, and then we'll do a dyno after, and we'll compare and see if I just spent a shit ton of money, or if it was freaking worth it. I know the journey will be epic, so please subscribe, please hit that like, please ring that bell, because you guys don't want to miss the next couple of videos coming up. It's going to be fun, it's going to be awesome, it's going to be epic. So until next time, guys, have a good day.